What's up, you guys?
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Nick.
And you're listening to
SlayCreative.
The podcast where our power goes out.
Yeah, our power is currently out, and we're filming a podcast a day late. You probably just heard Zeus sniff the microphone.
Yeah. Excuse the backdrop. We're doing prom stuff, and Nick had to rearrange some desks and such, so we are currently in the middle of the studio rather than in his corner.
I smell like
salami.
No, you know whenever you open up the Easter eggs, like those old Easter eggs, and they smell like baby shit?
No.
You don't have that experience? Mm-mm. Anyways, so there were these eggs at our old church, and we used to open them up, and they smelled like actual dead body in the egg. Like, you know, plastic eggs. Like, you go Easter egg hunting with?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Oh my God, it's really getting hot in here quick. Anyways, so I don't know. I smell like that. That's why I brought that up. Anyways, so we don't really have a topic per usual, so we're just going to talk.
I feel like we had a topic recently.
Did we?
Like yesterday.
Oh, it was just talking about, yeah. So it was talking about social media and
being your true self on
social media. Your true self on social media. And I was talking to Sarah yesterday, and I was like, I think I'm going to post more content that's like talking about the struggles of owning a business, because when I go onto social media, I see everyone living their best life, getting gigs left and right, and it makes me think that I'm in a behind, but I'm really not. Like, I'm good for where I am. That made no sense. But so I think I'm going to start doing that more on social media, but
that's good. Yeah, because we talked about there's this thing that people like to, this saying that's very popular called fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And while there is a certain aspect to truth, while there is a certain aspect of truth to that, it doesn't need to be taken so far, you know? Because you can fake the confidence to work your way up, but if you fake that you have this money and this success, you're not gonna get the money and the success because everyone's gonna think you already have it. And I don't know, it was a big rampage, but and toxic positivity on social media as well. There's a certain amount of there are some things that you should just accept as this just isn't gonna work out, this isn't gonna happen. You need to accept defeat sometimes. Nobody's a winner at everything, and when you shove that positivity down people's throats and that winning attitude down people's throats when sometimes they just need to lose something, it can I don't know, I just think it makes people really fake.
Yeah, no, for sure, because what else?
I don't know, but it's hard to pay attention right now or stay focused because I'm literally just watching the entire square go to ruin as we are out of power. People are pulling out of the bank across from us and leaving.
Everyone's leaving work early. They said, fuck this.
Which, I mean, technically we could just be we're closed.
Yeah, no power.
But, I mean, the only backdrop we have is run off of battery anyways, so by all means, they can still totally come in here.
Yeah.
That we don't have any Wi-Fi. But where would we go? We would just go back home, and that'd be boring.
Yeah, I don't want to go home, so it's what? We
could, close and then, go biking or, horseback riding, but it's already, 4 o'clock, so...
Yeah,
it is. It's probably getting really dark in here all of a sudden.
It is.
The sun is going behind the clouds, so I apologize.
Anyways, what's been going on in our life this week? Bonnaroo's coming up. Well, a couple of months from now. I don't know, when is it?
2 months from now.
Oh. Anyway,
July.
So Bonnaroo's coming up, and I think I'm going to set up a selfie pop-up spot for that at the hotel that I work at.
Oh, talk about your choreography thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm farting real quick.
Nick, not on the podcast.
Should I clip that out?
Clip that out, please.
Should I cut that out?
Please clip that out.
Okay. Feral. I really want a quesadilla right now, but we have no power. Anyway, so so my old dance instructor reached out to me, and she was like, I feel like I have to lean in.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
We're both completely in the frame.
Okay. Anyways, so my old dance instructor reached out to me and she was like, hey, there's this chick that I know from LA and she's needing a guy to film a dance for Fits and the Tantrums, the band based in LA.
Now, where would you be going to LA to film it?
I don't know, because the thing... Is this still on?
Yes.
Oh, it's still going. I don't know, because she kind of said, like, to film it to send to the people in LA. So I'm
so she might be based out of somewhere nearby.
Nashville or nearby. So, but I hope I hear back from her, because that would be, like, a really cool opportunity.
Mm-hmm. We also both had our interviews at the Caverns.
Oh, yeah. We did.
I think they went well. I think mine went well. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Mine went well, and can we talk about... No,
because if we get hired, they'll see it.
No, they won't. Anyways, great experience. Oh, I just slobbered everywhere.
Really cool. I saw a bat.
Baby bat.
There's the Caverns are... I think we've discussed the Caverns a little bit before, but it's like a stage for like singers to play inside of a cave, and it's really cool.
It's really, really cool.
And they're looking for tour guides for the caves. So
period.
We both applied for tour guides, and we'll hopefully hear by the middle of this week or next week or whatever.
Honey, the middle of this week is already gone, so it would be next week. Because they're wanting to hire someone on May 1st, or like have them start May 1st.
Yeah.
And, that's interesting. But they got some big headliners there. Like, they keep getting bigger and bigger. So, that's pretty cool. What else has been going on?
We have Newsies auditions tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning.
Oh,
yikes.
Why?
I don't know, because, like, I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous.
I don't get nervous until, like, I'm driving there, and then I'm like...
Dude, I'll be shitting my dick. They're closed auditions, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like, closed. People can't just
Okay, that's good, because I hate open auditions, but I also am terrified of singing in front of Logan.
Oh, you mean, like, are we going to sing in front of the rest of the people auditioning? Maybe.
What?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because Logan does it different every time.
Really?
Yes.
What do you mean?
For some shows, he'll do open auditions where you sing in front of everyone, and for some shows, he'll do closed private ones. It just depends on, like, the dance combination that they're learning, and if they can take people out into the, separate area and teach it and stuff like that. I don't know. It's like...
So how does it usually go? Like, tell me the rundown. I know they usually do singing first.
So we get there early.
Yeah.
Like, at least 20 minutes early, so that you can fill out all your paperwork, have a list of your conflicts and everything.
Right.
And your headshot. Yeah, you'll have to do that. Write that all down, fill out your normal audition paperwork, and then everyone goes and sits in a room in the auditorium, and he'll introduce himself.
Is this at the school?
It'll be at the school, probably.
Okay.
It'll be at, like, the high school, probably. Or, I don't know, because Matilda auditions were at the Park Theater.
Oh.
Wait, it should say where the auditions are on the thing,
I think it was at a school, like an elementary school.
I think it was probably at, like, the high school or the back of the elementary. I don't know. Anyways. He'll give us our introduction. He'll hand out some, like, papers or something. Well, I don't know if he'll hand out papers. Or we might get numbers. He's done numbers before where, like, you'll get a number to put on you. That way, in the dance combos, he calls up, like, groups of 4 people up onto the stage to do the dance combination.
Oh, like a Questline moment.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, but we start with singing always. And in the past years, like, sometimes he'll have, like, whoever's auditioning with this song go into this room with Jenny, and she'll go over this with you. Whoever's singing this song go into this room with Logan, and he'll go over this with you, just to make sure everyone knows what they're singing first.
Huh.
Which that's what he did in
which he might have
Hunchback of Notre Dame. He might have changed it. I don't know.
That's strange.
Or maybe that was for callbacks.
Maybe
that might have been for callbacks. I'm not sure. But anyways, really you sing first, and then they teach you the dance combination, which I'm excited because Jasmine said we'll love it. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Can't wait to see that. And then once you all learn the dance combination, what he does is I think Danelle does the same thing where she rotates you forward. Yeah, is he'll have you go up there, stand in a big group, learn the dance, and then shift lines upwards so that he can watch every line do it. And then after he's watched every line do it, he'll call you all back to your seats and then call out, like, 4 numbers to go up there. like small groups of 4 so he can look at each individual person.
Oh, God.
Doing it, yeah. And then, like, go through the dance again.
Wait, each individual person?
Not each
or
individual,
just, like, a small group? Okay.
But it's so that he can, narrow his thoughts on it.
Right.
Which normally, in the past, I've been really freaked out about the dance auditions because, like, I couldn't dance before. And I still, like, can't dance that great. But honestly, at the end of the day, like, Logan's not ever looking for perfection in those dances because you're learning it and, like, you're just learning it. Yeah. He's just looking for flexibility, movability, how easily you can follow rules.
Yeah, right.
Stuff like that. And I think that he knows our capabilities for sure. So we shouldn't have a problem with that. And then after the choreography, he'll usually do cold reads, or sometimes if we don't have time, he won't do cold reads, and then he'll give callbacks. Like, he'll send out like an email, or he'll call out who has a callback, and then you come back for callbacks, and you'll do like cold reads and do a different song at callback. Like, for example, before in the past in Tarzan, we went up there, we did our dancing and singing, and then he made a list of the numbers who got callbacks, right? And so if you were the number this, you went to go to Jenny, and she'd hand you a sheet music for what character you had as a callback. Like, oh, you have a callback I had a callback for Kala. And so, like, he gave me Kala's song, and I had to learn that song in 2 hours and then go back for callbacks and do it again, and then do cold readings. And he, like, in the cold readings, he'll, like, bring different people up, pull pictures. It's normal. It's a normal audition process. It's just that sometimes, like, he can choose to do, like, in front of everyone or privately, it really depends because he changes, like, every show.
What was Hunchback?
Hunchback was, like, we sang in front of him privately.
Oh, yeah. But then callbacks were, like, in front of people.
Yeah, but then callbacks were in front of people, and, like...
Which I'm not too nervous about it because, like, I'm just going to write down, like, name newsie or dancer. So, like, it's not like...
Yeah. He just requires, like, even if you're just looking for a dance part, you're still required to sing just because he wants to know if he has
but, like,
to mic
not
you
a
or
callback necessarily.
Yeah.
So, because I'll have to...
You probably won't be able to make it to callbacks, but, like, yeah. But you just clear that up with him at the very beginning. Yeah. Like, that's why I say we need to get there early so that you can fill out your paperwork, and then you can go straight to Logan and be like, hey, by the way, if this runs over, I might need to leave early, Yeah. Or, like, hey, like, if I get a call back, like, I won't be able to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Just clear it up with him and make sure he knows. But,
because, I mean, I'm not looking for a big role, so.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really nervous.
I'm nervous.
I'm really nervous for it because, like,
there's gonna be so many people there.
A lot of people there, and I swear to God, if we have to sing in front of all of them, I'm gonna be like shaking in my boots. I'm gonna be like
shaking in your boots. Are you still gonna sing? Watch what happens when you do.
But I hope they'll be private because sometimes we'll just have people sit out in the hallway while we sing in the auditorium, and then we'll come in individually. So.
I always hate auditions because it kind of feels like a doctor's appointment or something.
It does.
And you're just like, okay, Nicholas, and then you go into the room and, no, I don't want it.
And there's just like 3 people sitting at a table staring at you with their little papers, writing down stuff. I hate the
papers.
And my worst thing is, like, they don't give a lot of facial expression, or, like, sometimes Logan will, like, give too much facial expression because he'll get, like, excited about seeing, like, in the past, like, he's like he'll try to make you feel comfortable, obviously, by not give. Okay,
yay, we got power.
But anyways, he'll try to make you comfortable by not giving you, like, a death stare of, like, I'm judging you, this is your judgment moment. But I'll walk into auditions sometimes, and he'll see that it's me because they choose, like, volunteers, whoever wants to go first, and he'll be like and he'll, like, do this at the table. He'll be like,
no, just don't look at me.
To really listen to you. And then, like, you'll hit, like, a note, like, differently than you normally would or something, and he'll be like,
like, he
doesn't mean anything by it.
What was the thing that I auditioned for at MTS? There was a thing I auditioned for. It's the printer. There was a thing that I auditioned for at MTSU, and it was, like, the theater. It was some, like, not ROTC, but it was just for, like, theater. I don't know. And you had to audition for it. And I know he's freaking out. The printer's like going off and Zeus is freaking out. But you had to audition for it. But get this, the music was piano. Like there was a piano accompanist.
Okay. Oh, I had to do that.
Which was terrifying.
Horrible. Okay, so I had to listen. I had to do that at. I went to what is it called? Not Cumberland County. What is the county that's like, where we went to go to those weddings, like out in the boon thing of nowhere? What is that theater called?
I
don't know, but they have a theater like 40 minutes away from here that I went to audition for Grease for. And holy shit, this was awful. So they were like, any audition song, and this was at the point in my life where I was not that well versed in theater. This was like after I'd done 2 shows. So I didn't know that audition songs are typically other theater songs.
Right.
So I chose a pop song to sing, right? It wasn't a pop song. It was Take Me to Church by Hosier because it was like an alto song.
Yeah.
And I chose a section of it and I feel like I sounded good and could sing it.
Yeah.
But I showed up and there was a pianist.
Yeah.
And I was like, my audition song is Take Me to Church by Hosier. And I brought sheet music because they say to bring sheet music for the piano accompaniment or whatever. And so he could play it. He played the song just fine. But it was so different than hearing the music.
Yeah, because
you're following the notes and everything. And it was they're
supposed to follow you, but it's still off-putting because you have a piano.
Because he was following me, but it was I had never done that before. So I was so jarred. I was like,
it's horrible. It's literally
And they
horrible.
made me sing it twice because they were like, could you try singing the chorus again? Because I think I went too high in the chorus or something the first time. Honestly, it's not a memory I like, but it was funny. And it was a good learning experience.
Yeah.
Because I was like, now I know better.
Whenever I sang, I was from Catch Me If You Can, it was Goodbye, and there was the pianist. And I, messed up in the beginning. And I was like, oh, can I try that again? They were like, sure. They were done. They were done. They didn't like it. I knew I was completely eliminated. I was gone. But it was kind of sad because, I don't know, it was a big deal.
One of my most... Let's talk about... honestly, I'm just going to keep going.
Okay,
Let's talk about embarrassing auditions.
Oh, God.
So, one of my most embarrassing audition moments... I've never had a horribly embarrassing audition overall.
Yeah.
But, audition moments was whenever I was auditioning for Addams Family.
Yeah.
And I think I had, a callback for no I didn't have a callback, but I was singing Wednesday Addams' song Pulled in a New Direction, and there's the first verse and the chorus and the second verse, whatever, but the second half after the chorus sounds exactly the same as the first one, it's the same beat and everything, but it's different words, and for some reason my brain glitched, and I was in front of everyone, this was an open audition where we were standing in front of everyone. My brain glitched, and I had the sheet music in front of me, which was the worst part, because I was like, I'm so confident that I can do this without looking at it and blow them away. So I put the lyrics down, because I was like, I know this song. I've been practicing it for weeks. And I sang
That's where you fucked
and
up.
I belted it. And honestly, my voice wasn't that bad, because Wednesday Addams is in my range.
Yeah.
But, I still wasn't that confident. But I sang the second half of the song, right, instead of the first. And then when it got to, this one part where it was, the notes changed or something, it didn't make sense. And I was like, and this feeling I know isn't... And Logan was like, you're fine, sweetie. Go sit down. It's
he's going to do that to me. I'm gonna,
and I wanted to, start over.
I'm the king in New York. You're fine. Go sit down. You're great. You're great.
He'll be like, Nick, you cracked me up.
Crack me up, Nick. You were something else. I feel like that's definitely Logan Taylor.
He really is.
Love that man. But I'm just excited for the dancing.
Have you had some embarrassing theater?
No, actually,
moments?
no.
Other than that,
that was pretty just
jarring.
Yikes. No, I haven't really had any embarrassing moments.
I'm trying to think of just any really embarrassing theatrical moments.
There was an embarrassing theatrical moment when I was playing Scar in the homeschool production of Lion King, and I had this homemade tail, and this bitch was made out of a curtain, and I took twine and I winded it down. And so it was this thick tail, and it was very aesthetically pleasing with the costume. Anyway, so I had this ghetto ass makeshift where I like tied the tail to my belt. So I had the belt underneath all these layers. And so during like this fight scene, it came off. And I was tailless. The tail was just there. And
oh honey, I can one up you on this one.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. And so I just had to like keep like going, but I was holding the tail. I was like, rawr.
Why didn't you just leave the tail on the ground?
Okay, because I was committed to the part.
I would have just left the tail on the ground. No, I can beat you with that one because
what's yours?
Opening night of High School Musical, I was playing Kelsey, and the pants I was wearing were a little too tight for me. Oh. No, they didn't fall off, but the pants I was wearing were a little too tight for my build because I was a bit thicker in the waist and hips around then. But my first thing that Kelsey does is walks out on stage, trips and drops her books everywhere so that Gabriella comes and picks them up, right?
Yeah, right.
And so my little fake trip that I did on opening night busted the buttons off of my pants and like broke the zipper.
Damn.
Because like I tripped and fell, and I guess it was the pressure of like going down and stuff, because it like popped. Yeah. My button flew into the audience somewhere.
He is having a fit. Anyways, button fell into the audience.
Button flew into the audience.
Knocked someone's eye out.
Just had to like hold my books at my pants to like nonchalantly hold them up for the first scene until I could...
Oh fuck, that scared the shit out of me.
He's scared too. Until I could literally bolt off the stage and put like a pin in my pants.
I don't know what the fuck it's doing. It's having an aneurysm.
It's printing. Should we wrap this up?
Probably. Anyways, Zeus, baby, come here. Come say hi to the vlog. On the podcast. Oh, get it. Go get it. Go kill it.
Go get him, Zeus.
Anyways, okay, so we talked about embarrassing audition stories. So that's interesting.
I could do a whole episode on embarrassing theater stuff. Like, you don't have no idea how many times I've fallen on stage, flubbed up on stage. You fucking messed up our thing on stage in front of everyone. Our split above the head. Had to crawl down.
You bonk in your head. Wait, what? Split above the head.
In Matilda.
Oh, yeah, you having a crawl. Wait, what happened? What happened?
Your pants were like, you did your legs weird, and I like slid down your legs, and I couldn't get off your back.
Anyways, so like, subscribe, and comment your most embarrassing audition story or
theater moment.
And we will catch you later. And that's on Slay Creative.